How much can you expect to earn after you've completed your bachelor's or master's degree at TUM? Which program has the highest starting salary? And which other factors influence your salary? This is a question that is not very easy to answer. TUM doesn't provide data on this, but I did some research to attempt to answer this question. Watch this till the end if you want to see some interesting results. The Technical University of Munich, also known as TUM, is renowned for its strong emphasis on engineering, natural sciences and technology, consistently ranking among the top universities globally. In the THE Global University Employability Ranking, companies around the world rank universities that produce the most employable graduates. And in 2022 and 2023, TUM ranked 12 and 13 worldwide, which doesn't give us any data on salary, but at least it shows us that there is a high demand for TUM's graduates in the job market, also globally. Depending on the source that you want to trust, because all of them are a bit different, the average starting salary with a bachelor's is between 45,000 to 49,000 euros. If you did your master's, you'll earn about 5,000 euros more. However, you will also have to study 2 years longer, so in this time you could also have earned like 90 to 100,000 euros. And by the way, we're talking about gross salary, so taxes are not deducted yet. And I will mostly talk about gross salary in this video because it is much easier to find, because all of the data is basically given in gross salary. However, in the end of the video, I will tell you how much taxes you have to pay or how much money will be deducted from you. So definitely watch this video until the end to find out what you really earn. So as I said, 45,000 to 49 euros gross on average. But this is across all bachelors and across all universities in Germany. So the question is, would TUM graduates earn more? I don't know. The fact that there is a high demand for TUM graduates might mean that you earn more, or maybe it just means that you'll find a job faster. But regardless, at least you will know that in Germany you'll have good chances of finding a job if you studied at TUM. However, how high your personal starting salary is depends on several individual factors. If you have already some kind of work experience, if you did internships during your studies, or if you went abroad for an exchange semester, this all will increase your starting salary. Probably. In addition, the size of the company can play a huge role. Typically, in a bigger company, you can expect a 10 to 15% higher starting salary than in small companies. However, in small companies, you'll get responsibility faster, so it's a trade-off. In medium-sized companies, you'll also typically earn a bit less than you would in big companies. However, you can expect to advance to higher positions faster than in big companies. In addition, it depends on 2 more factors: your study degree and in which industry you're going to work later on. Degree programs in the area of engineering, business, IT and natural sciences in general have a very good chance of getting a higher paying job, with average starting salaries between 43,000 to 57,000 per year. But as I said, this also depends on industry you're going to work in. Let's say you did your bachelor's in mechanical engineering. In the aerospace industry, average annual salaries could range up to like 60,000 or 70,000 per year. Meanwhile, in agriculture, salaries tend to be lower, with average annual earnings between like 45,000 to 55,000. Then, in addition, it depends on where you live, because there's a huge difference between like north and south and like different states. In the states of Baden-Württemberg, Bavaria and Hesse, the salary is typically higher. In addition, you'll earn especially much in the cities of Munich, Stuttgart and Frankfurt. However, living cost will also be substantially higher. I mean, if you know the rent prices in Munich, even students like myself, I pay 600 euros for my 11 square meter room and I'm on the cheap side. You have to factor this in. Meanwhile, in other cities, you might be able to find a living space for like 200 euros. At least as a student, once you graduate, you probably want to have like an apartment for yourself. So then you tend to spend more. But still, the trend is the same. In Munich or like Frankfurt, you'll pay more than in smaller cities and more cities in the north. In addition, it also depends on whether you negotiate your salary or not and how good you are at that. If you had very good grades or additional qualifications, if you speak more than 2 languages fluently, or have done more than 3 internships, you can definitely aim for a higher salary. Graduates from TUM's engineering and technology programs often command higher starting salaries. Fields such as computer science, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering and management and technology are particularly lucrative. So it is not possible to say how much you'll exactly earn, but here's a list that ChatGPT created. It's ChatGPT, okay? So don't rely too much on it. So just take it as an information for in which degrees you might earn more than in other degrees, but don't rely on it too much. I'll show it to you again before we'll talk about how much of this money will actually land on your bank account because of the taxes that are actually quite high. You can pause the video now and take a look. And by the way, if you want to have more helpful information, you can download my Studying at TUM guide for free after you've watched this video just by clicking on the link in the video description. But what you just saw is not the money that you will actually get, because Germany takes a lot of taxes. But how much? This again depends on a variety of factors, like where you live, whether you're married and have children or not, whether you're self-employed or work in a company, and even if you're a member of the church. For example, in Bavaria, it is especially high with about 8% tax increase just because you're in a church. That's also a reason why many people choose to not be part of the church anymore. So you can just opt out of church and then pay 8% less taxes, which is actually a lot. So, but let's say you're single and you're not in a church. How much taxes will be collected? This depends then on your income. The higher the income, the higher the taxes. But as a rule of thumb, you can just calculate with about 1/3. So 1/3 of the amount of money that you would earn will be tax. This is the money that will be automatically deducted from your salary. The remaining money will then land on your bank account. The tax money, by the way, goes to the government, which then uses it to finance, for example, public universities, public transportation, and many other good things like kindergartens and social things that you can use and which are actually a great benefit to society. Okay, this was a short overview. I hope this has helped you. See you in the next one.